Hello everyone, this is Midnight Prime bringing you a rant on a topic that annoyed, agitate, and oftentimes pissed me off. This rant will be based on the Sprite community. I'm not talking about your Mega Man, Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear type of Sprite videos. I'm talking about the videos that you see most often on YouTube, the Sonic Sprite videos. Yes, we see them all. Bad ones, good ones, popular ones, and the not so popular ones and wannabe ones. If you see one Sonic Sprite video, then you pretty much drastically see them all. I'm going to be focusing on certain things you've seen in most videos, minus the Sonic Sprite cast. Most people that have watched Sprite Sonic videos that have seen many cliche material being used over the years, most of them started in 2006 till today. And some still uses these materials to make their story quickly because they couldn't use something else besides an overused cop-out idea that has been used to death over the years. I will list them since I too came up with some of them and many that I've watched. So let's start with 7 materials that has been used. Number 7. The Charmy Burn Down My House card. Oh yes. I've seen this used way too many times. It all started with Kudu17's video, The Chaotix Moved In. He created the personality of the characters to make the episode even funny. Ever since then, many people use the personality that CD17 had came up with. Let me explain each of the personality of the Chaotix. Vector is famous for his infamous line, "Find the computer room." In CD17's video, the only thing that he can say is, "Find the computer room." If you play Shadow the Hedgehog, you will know that Vector said this constantly as you proceed to the game that it gets really annoying and frustrating to play without having to shut Vector up. SBO listened to Karma Chameleon, sung by the Culture Club. He uses the song because, well, it's really obvious. He's a chameleon. So it would make sense and be funny in some way. Charmy is a pyromaniac that loves fire and burning things. Since Charmy is a kid, and some kids go through a stage of wanting to burn things, I know I played with fire when I was a kid and watching it burn things, but it's a phase that a child goes through. In most cases, it would consider to be a disorder if the child continue in his youth making ways to start a fire. Each of these persona that CD17 made, everyone uses these persona a lot in their videos, including myself. But I mellowed out and decided to stick with their actual and what-if personality to make a good story. And soon people started using Charmy Burn My House Down card a lot now in their stories. It's not original, it's overused to death, and it doesn't progress well in the story. And many people will more than likely suspect what happened to the person's house when they randomly go up to a door and ask a total stranger to stay at their place. Hey, if you want to make a quick shorty or story, just use the Charmy Burn Down My House card. It's very easy and it's very useful for very lazy Sonic Spriters. Number 6. Parodies. I've seen many recolors do parodies. Mostly it's from a movie or a TV show that people watch and duplicate the exact scene and line but using different characters. I wouldn't call these parodies per se. Parodies is an imitation style of a particular writer, artist, or genre to deliberate exaggeration for comic effect. The perfect example of a parody would be SMBZ and Nuzzle Unleashed. They are perfect examples of a parody. They use different characters but base the same format and style of the story, making it more interesting to watch, even though we can identify what the idea is based off, but the story is far different to the original story. It's not completely copying the original story. To Sprite recolors, their definition of a parody is, "I'm a copycat so I can do whatever the heck I want, and people will think I'm funny and original." Number 5. The black screen of laziness. If you're familiar with Sprite videos that use black screen with sound effects, then you know they either are lazy and never put the effort into making a 30-second fight scene, or don't have the fight pose for the characters. I'm guilty of this act. I know how difficult it is to make a decent fight scene, but sometimes you just want to cut time in half so you can get on with the story. Many videos that I've seen use too much black screen just to get away from the laziness of making a fight. I've seen them animate walk, run, and even a punch. I want to know, what's your excuse? Because you don't seem to put any effort into making a fight scene. It's not like it's going to last 5 minutes in a fight. I mean, seriously, I've stopped using the black screen because it defines the type of person I am. A lazy spreader who gets away with work, a slacker a procrastinator, and still, I got a fight that I need to do in episode 2 of Dark Rose. Man, I suck at making fight scenes. But at least I put some effort into it. Number 4. Unoriginal overused story. Back then, I seen many Spriter use ideas that I came up with when I first started it. The most popular one I know is SBO First Love and Venice Roommates. SBO First Love is a story about SBO experiencing a sense of loneliness. He wanted to talk with someone because he's not with the Chaotix anymore. He is at his end of giving up till he hears someone singing a song and see a girl lonely, and soon later follow with Eric wanting her back and Espio saving her, leaving a happy ending with Espio and Sybil. Venice Roommates is about Venice, who is tired of being alone and always doing the same routine every day of his life. He put up an ad for a room for rent, and he had many weird-ass interviews. It's a comedic story based around Venice the Hedgehog finding a roommate, which he ends up finding one. I've seen many people start off with a story like that, but it's not similar to mine. But the idea is constantly used over and over because people wanting a female or male roommate. When I see an idea being used, they never credit the original idea. Same with SBO First Love. I've seen a lot of these in many videos. A guy looking for love, a girl's lonely, singing a song, and soon was attacked by a stalker or a pervert bastard, and the male rescued the girl and became boyfriend and girlfriend. I've seen this way a lot in most Sprite videos. At the time, I wasn't sure if I should be honored or displeased with people using the idea and not giving credit for it. Now I know how Kudu 17 feels. Number 3. Special guest characters. I started doing special guest fan characters because I was running out of characters. After a while, it started to get way out of hand. It was too much. The characters barely take part in the story. The characters that are there just to be there. No purpose, no story, or reason on why the characters show up once in a while. Like Russell, for example. I used this character only once in an episode, and that was it. Same with Nazo Sparks' character he used for his series. There's too many characters to name, and I don't want to name them all. Let's just say having characters that belongs to someone else is a bad idea. Sooner or later, once you use them, you never use them again. You never see the characters again. They're just there to fill in or never be seen. Just like most characters we see in TV shows and games. Take him off from the new Looney Tunes. We saw him only once, and that was the grilled cheese song he sang, and that girl duck, and Taz, the witch, the monster, and other Looney Tune characters that you see only in an intro or appearance in a music video. This is what I mean. Having characters that was never a part of your story would not only ruin the story, but it would give the person a chance to be known by others, and others would either friend them or watch their videos because your popular show make them famous. Number 2. Crossover series. I've seen a lot of crossover series. Most of it involves Sonic crossing over with other games franchises like Mario, Zelda, Mega Man, and Crash. Well, I did try Crash, but it wasn't working out for me, and I couldn't think of a better story for it. Crossover series is good for starters, but it depends how the creator portray the story. I mean, I've seen worse crossover, and I've seen really good crossovers. It takes a good story to make a good crossover series. All it needs is the right materials to make a good series. And the number 1 overused cliche material goes to... Ow, 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 ow. How did I not see that coming card? I see this way too much. It's an overly used line that I've seen in most endings of a Sprite video. I will admit I did that, but I stopped using that because it was getting tiresome. Even when the line is used, I came up with a way of making it funny. You know how people say your line just to be popular? Let me give you an example. This is Midnight Prime, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all on a brighter later. This is Midnight Prime, and I said good day. I said good day! In most cases, when Silver hears his line being used by someone else, he gets pissed and would threaten people. I did that for the lols, but seeing so many people using it, it started to be a stale joke. Either you're saying, ah, how did I not see that coming, or follow up with having Silver being pissed off when someone else says the line other than him, then it doesn't consider to be funny anymore. It's like we're using shit, but implying more lame gay shit to shit. Well, that's pretty much all the cliche material that I can think of. It's been a while since I did a rant. Just been busy with things. Well, guys, gotta go. This has been Midnight Prime, and I'll see you all next time.